Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Deja Vu here, and this is going to be set 2 of Jangbi versus Mini in the best of 5 series, and this should be exciting as well. You'll notice that sometimes the videos look a little differently from each other, or they might actually. I had to download them from some different sites because Esports TV was very slow in uploading them to YouTube, so I had to go digging and searching and use my investigative tools to go try and find other places to download them from, and eventually I did. It's kind of an adventure. Took some very long downloads, I believe, from some Korean sites because I couldn't read a dang thing. Maybe it was Chinese. I don't know. I can't tell the difference. Once you get into odd characters that aren't Roman, I struggle to tell the difference. So, yep. But yeah, so I eventually got them, and now we've hopefully the quality will maintain throughout the whole game. Hopefully we don't have any problems. But yeah, this is going to be set 2 on Sniper Ridge. Technically Neo Sniper Ridge, or New Sniper Ridge, whatever we're going to use. In the top left in brown, we're going to have the great almighty Jangbi. Which means in the bottom left in yellow, we are going to have Mini. So Jangbi, top left in brown, Mini, bottom left in yellow. So near positions on Sniper Ridge. A map with a lot of ridges, not unlike Gladiator, where we saw Jangbi and I would say in just the one particular occasion made excellent use of the high ground to win a small engagement, and also Jangbi showing some superior micro in the first set compared to Mini. So we'll see if Mini can maybe shake off those nerves, being in his most high-profile game yet, to try and maybe pull off a win against Jangbi. Certainly in this best of 5 series, if Mini was to win this best of 5 series, it would undoubtedly be considered a huge upset. Mini the rookie, the royal roader, and Jangbi your holder. Doesn't get much more upsetty than that. So we'll have to see what Mini can show us here. I hope we get to see something good from him. In the round of 16, we saw some great games from him. In the tiebreakers, those were some awesome games from Jangbi. That pro brush against Rush's 14cc was just. That was just cool. That was, I mean, there's no other way to put that than that was just plain cool. And so for Mini, we're gonna have that early scout coming out here. Jangbi gonna go for the later scout in this game, more true to his form here, going with the later scout probably after Simulator, or I'm sorry, after Core will be his scout, which is very Jangbi-esque, Jangbi-ish, Jangbi-esque. Jangbi-ish? Yeah, Jangbi-esque I think is what it is. Yeah, it'd be very Jangbi-esque for him to scout after Cybernetics Core. And Mini is going to get the scout on immediately. So because of that quick scout, Jangbi's going to know that that Mini is either at close position or he's proxying. One or the other. It's really only possible ways for a probe to get in there that fast. And a Manor Pylon coming in from Mini. So Mini's going to start out by bringing out the bag of tricks. Now that's not the most dangerous of Manor Pylons. If you look there, he only trapped one probe, and he's only stopping mining or disrupting mining from one. Oh my lordy, the second Manor Pylon comes in. Okay, well the first one didn't do a whole lot, but the second one catches another 3. So that's four probes caught, as well as 1, 2, 3 patches that are disrupted significantly. So those are 2 Manor Pylons combined are going to be very effective. Now, he did allow both of them to warp in, which is a little differently than a lot of players do, but because of the number that they were disrupting, he's going to let those warp in and going to absorb the 200 mineral loss for that. Looks like Jangbi has had his minerals disrupted enough that he's not even researching Cybernetics Core range yet for his Dragoons, and so that could actually be pretty effective for Mini here. The first pylon does go down, and the second pylon is about to fall as well. Yes, there it goes. The second pylon goes down. Jangbi looking relatively unfazed. Look at Jangbi. He's just doing his thing. I guess he doesn't even care that the 2 pylons went in there. He's just going. And on the other side, we have Mini coming in here with his first Zealot as well, and another Manor Pylon. Are you joking? Come on, Jangbi. Come on, gotta stop these Manor Pylons. And at the same time, that Zealot is gonna try and pick off some probes. Not able to do so yet. 0 kills, 1 kill. That Zealot does get a kill. So yeah, Jangbi looking really strong here early on with some excellent micro, some good control with his Zealot and his probe. Getting a kill, getting some excellent Manor Pylons in. He might actually be able to get a second kill here. Almost gets a second kill. Jangbi is microing like mad right now. Does get the second kill. So Jangbi having some huge troubles here, dealing with this early harass. 3 kills on that Zealot. So Mini right now taking a dominant advantage here in this, well, not dominant, but certainly a significant advantage here in the early games with his little harass pressures. Is going to be developing into 2 Gate Dragoons, probably some heavy pressure coming in here. Now, You have to remember that Mini did invest a lot with those 3 pylons all warping, and that's 300 minerals. That's a lot of minerals to invest in mana pylons, which is why a lot of times you'll see players cancel them right before they finish, just because of the cost investment that it really is. So we'll have to hope that Mini has this plotted out correctly, so that way he doesn't lose too much Dragoon production. Now, not to say that he didn't do well with those. Those were some great mana pylons and some excellent Zealot and Probe Micro to get 3 probe kills. So he's definitely in the driver's seat, definitely in the advantage right now. We do have the robotics facility, so it's going to be 2-gate robo from Mini, and from Jangbi. Still doesn't know where Mini is, scouting the top right first, and then is going to go to the bottom left. He's actually going to the bottom left with a Dragoon, hoping that maybe Mini forgot his Dragoon production. No, he does not, so this Dragoon at risk for Jangbi and loses all of its shield, but only slight damage to its actual health, is going to be able to get away with that. Looks like he'll get away. Yes, he will manage to get away with that Dragoon, retreating to his friendly Zealot and his friendly Sniper Ridges to defend himself. So Jangbi right now has no idea what's coming in from the other side, so he's decided to go with the 3-gate robo here. Went 1-gate robo and then threw down the 2 extra gateways. So he will have his tech out in time to counter whatever tech that that Mini goes for, and at the same time he's hoping that he'll have enough Dragoons to fend off a full brunt attack from Mini. That's the hope right now. That's the idea behind this build for Jangbi, and really Jangbi's hoping that there isn't any sort of a Nexus build. If it is a Nexus build from Mini, I think Jangbi would really struggle against that. The defensiveness would probably be able. The defensive Mini would probably hold against a slow Reaver from Jangbi, which is what is going to be coming from this. And he's actually going Observatory first, so it would be an extremely late Reaver, and would be very difficult for Jangbi to take down expansion. But that's not what Mini is going for, and so the build order is actually going to end up being somewhat of a draw here. Jangbi will be able to defend anything despite the early disadvantage that he was in. Both players are going Observatory first. Jangbi almost has his Observer out right now, and for Mini, his shouldn't be too far behind either. Looks like Mini at this time does have a couple Dragoon advantage. Jangbi does have the 1 Zealot out, as opposed to Mini with 0. If you take another look at your OSL champion, Jangbi, and the casters really loved looking at Jangbi. I think they, I'm not going to complain. I like looking at Jangbi too. He's a good-looking guy. What can I say? He's a good-looking cat. So if they want to put his picture on him more often and let us look at the face of Almighty Jangbi, I am a-okay with that. It looks like both players at the exact same time deciding to push out. That's how exact the builds and the timings and what you're supposed to do are. They both move out at the exact same time. Jangbi might actually be able to pick up the Observer, and it's so close. He does pick up the Observer, and Jangbi's Observer does live. Had 2 shots left on it. Yeah, it looks like just 2 shots left on it. He did have the 1 shot. Yeah, probably 2 shots left on it, depending upon when that shield actually came back. But yeah, 2 shots left. And so that will be a big advantage for Jangbi, actually. He will get a full scout on everything that's happening, knows that there is no Nexus going down, is going to see the shuttle with the Reaver. He does know that there is a Reaver in there, so he knows exactly what build Mini is doing right now. So this is a big advantage for Jangbi right now, and he's going to play defensively here right now, going to be on his ridge, and again, Jangbi using these ridges to great effect. Mini unable to really properly fight this. Look, again, Jangbi getting up there on the ridge, gonna get the first volley in, and actually coming in from the side a little bit, gonna pick up the shuttle, and then he's gonna pick up the Reavers, and Jangbi in a huge advantage right now, and again, Jangbi out-microing Mini. Look at this, again, look at how many Dragoons Jangbi has left over. Are you joking me? He still has 5 Dragoons. What is going on? Jangbi just absolutely out-microing Mini, left and right, defending the high ground, Mini choosing to go in with the Dragoons first, and taking several volleys, rather than trying to, micro your Scarabs up there, and then losing your Reaver anyways. I think he only got 2 Scarabs off during that fight, which is just not enough. Yeah, really unfortunate for Mini there, and Jangbi on the other hand is going to, I think Jangbi just picked off another Observer, but Jangbi is going to be able to get a Reaver into play of his own right now, so Mini is in huge trouble now. Really, Mini's kind of squandered his early game advantage. It may not have been as big. What I was trying to say is that because of those pylons coming in, is that it may not have been as big of an advantage as it seemed. All those probes losing timing and the 3 probes dying. I think the 3rd pylon was probably a little much. Probably should have canceled that one. But yeah, I think that's really what happened here, is that Mini didn't have quite as big of an advantage as he probably thought he had, and I think that's that was the issue here. And oh, nice play by Jangbi again, picking off that observer from Mini. Mini unable to get sight on the low ground. If he can get sight on the low ground, he can use his Reaver to actually throw Scarabs down there quite far, and that'll work really effectively for him. But with those observers going down repeatedly, he's just not able to do that. And that is going to be a huge problem for him. On the other hand, Jangbi, with his observer still alive, will be able to shoot Scarabs up. And I think that's exactly what he's looking to do here with his Reaver. There it is. We're going to have the Reaver, and there's the Scarab going off. Does manage to splash in some damage. Not a whole lot, but does manage to splash in some. Now, there are 2 Reavers for Mini, but they don't have a shuttle. So Jangbi can actually, if he can get a position, he can actually go up there, shoot up at it, and go ahead and take it out. Actually, I think that might have been a yellow observer. These colors are hard to tell necessarily. I think that might have actually been a Mini observer there in the no, that's brown. Never mind. That is definitely a Jangbi observer there. So he sees this, and so he knows exactly what's there. And Jangbi just with a excellent contain here. Basically, what's going to happen here, Jangbi with the expansion as well, is Mini's going to just build up forces. You can see the zealot count building. He's just going to build a bunch of zealots, charge his way down the ramp. Probably with the shuttle. Yep, there's the shuttle. And once he has enough zealots that he thinks that he might be able to break this, he's just going to charge down at the last of the Mohicans charge and see if he can break through. I mean, he's kind of moving out with the Reaver right now. He's got to be careful about this. If he goes out with that Reaver, he could just lose his base completely. And the observer does see it. So this is... I don't know what Mini's really thinking. He knows. He has to know he lost the observer battle. He does manage to pick off one of the observers now for Jangbi, but he has to know he lost the observer battle, and yet he's going out with the Reaver or the shuttle anyways. Questionable decision. Looks like Jangbi has chosen this time to retreat. With his Nexus up, he can choose to give up the contain. His Nexus has been up for a minute or two already, so he's definitely starting to gain the advantage from that. He can just play defensively now and just go ahead and wait for his eco to just kick in and overpower Mini. That's what we're seeing right now. He's throwing down 2 more gateways, so it'll be up to 5 gateways, still building Reavers, 5 gateways pumping units with the Reavers, and he should be in pretty good shape here. Mini will have to do some sort of damage here. Jangbi using that ridge again, going to try and use this last line ridge of his to defend as well as he can. Going to use that mischance, which we've seen in the first set, and now again in the second set, coming into huge play here. And a Zealot looks like it might go down. Didn't actually get to see that. We moved away from it too quickly. And here comes Mini with the Reaver, going to try and pick off some probes. Will he manage to get any? They will both dud. Both Scarabs dud. Nothing coming from Mini's Reaver ploy to try and even out the economies there. Nothing doing. Here come the Reavers going to try and fight each other, and actually, oh man, Jangbi not taking any damage. He's got 3 Reavers to the 2 of Mini, and 1. The shuttle does go down, as does a Reaver for Jangbi. Jangbi holding his own very well here. A lot of Dragoons still on the right side, and it looks like just 1 Reaver left for Jangbi, whereas only 1 Reaver now left for Mini as well, and that will be game. Jangbi just has so many Dragoons left. Now, the Reavers have all basically canceled out. Jangbi might have 1 left. There's just so many Dragoons for Jangbi. Again, so many Dragoons for Jangbi. Mini will be forced to GG shortly. Jangbi just too strong. And, yeah, I mean, there's a reason why many, some of the other pros say that Jangbi has the best Dragoon Reaver micro in the world. I mean, you saw it right there. That was impressive. I would say Jangbi had the advantage certainly in forces, but I mean, to come out ahead like 7 Dragoons and a Reaver, that's a huge advantage. And here he comes again, going to push into the natural expansion, picking off the Dragoons right now. There are 2 Reavers back there. Jangbi actually focusing down the Dragoons first, and there go all the Dragoons, and now he's going down, getting the Reavers. There's 1 left. The Reaver does go down. There are no Reavers left. Very few Dragoons. Mini is typing out soon. Fighting with his probes right now. Jangbi not even choosing to micro much. He is slow crawling a Reaver into position, and a lot of probes, just a lot of probes have gone down here. This natural expansion is going to fall. Mini is almost mined out of his main here at 13 minutes and 8 seconds. Looks like Jangbi is going to lose his Reaver. Jangbi not really paying much attention, and Mini might actually be able to clean this up. He might actually be able to defend his base. Maybe it's close. Yeah, it's close. I think he might actually be able to do it. Yeah, with some reinforcing units, he will be able to defend his base, but it's just not going to matter. It's not going to matter in the least. Too many probes have gone down. Too much delayed mining. Too many gateways right now for Jangbi, and it's just going to be one of those inevitable things. Mini's just thinking. He's wondering if there's any ploy, anything that he can think of that would maybe let him win this game, and I don't know what he's got. He's just in a very, very disadvantageous position right now. 4 gateways for Mini, 6 for Jangbi. Still producing those Reavers as well. Is getting those Zealots out. Probably just going to wait for Zealot speed. I really think that all Jangbi's going to do, wait for Zealot speed and then just bum rush him. And there's just really, I don't know what Mini's going to be able to do. The bum rush. Observers for Jangbi still providing all the information that he needs to be able to counter anything that Mini does. Templar Archives coming up as well for Jangbi here, and let's see what else we've got. 2 Reavers now for Mini. A lot of Zealots for Jangbi. Needs to make sure that they don't all die to a couple of Scarab shots. That could be a hope for Mini to maybe try and get back in this game. If he can take out huge globs of Zealots with just a couple Scarab shots, that would work. But will Jangbi allow that to happen? That's the question right now. A ton of Zealots being produced for Jangbi. Repeatedly just producing tons and tons of Zealots, so it looks like maybe he thinks that he's Bisu and that Mini is Flash and he's just going to win with speed lots. Maybe that's what he's hoping for here, but it's pretty entertaining here. And there it is. There's the Zealot coming in there, forcing the Scarab, and the Reaver coming out in the front is going to take a lot of damage, is going to fall, but the Zealots actually don't even have speed yet for Jangbi, but they're just going to walk in anyways. Look at this. They don't even care. Reavers are, for the record, Reavers are extremely good against Zealots. I mean, like, really good against Zealots, but not that many Zealots. And Mini forced to GG, and without enough support units. So Mini forced to GG there. Jangbi takes game 2, and he's on the precipice of advancing to the semifinals of this final Brood War OSL. Jangbi up 2-0 in the series. We'll be going on to the 3rd set, and I will see you guys all there.